Hi everybody, Erin from VixenDaily here, and in this video I have a great topic that I want to discuss: how to get a guy to text you back. Okay, so I wish I could cast a magic spell on a man's soul and force him to send you long soliloquies professing his love and give you that movie moment that you've dreamed of and just make him act the way you want him to act and whip him into shape. Trust me, if I could wave a magic wand, I would love to give you that. Short of, saying to send him a risque picture, which actually could work, but it still might not even work. And warning, please do not go sending risque pictures to men because you don't know who he is necessarily in terms of like blackmail and creepiness. And also, you just don't want to give somebody that, that level of vulnerability, especially if you don't trust them. And there is a, pretty big chance that even if it's someone you trust, he could technically go use that against you if you do break up in the future. Not saying you will, but, that's a whole nother tangent. But the point I'm trying to make is there's no surefire way to make a guy text you back, unfortunately. However, there are things you can do and things you can avoid to maximize the chances that he will respond. And there are ways to set yourself up to win, at least in most cases. In other words, if there's no interest on his part, he's not going to text you back. Even if you send him a novel, even if you send him 400 sexy pictures of yourself, even if you are the best, most gorgeous woman on the planet and you think that, he should text you back, or even if you have had a relationship with him, there's no reason that he has to text you back. It's a free world. Remember this. You might lose interest in a guy one day and he might be sitting there wondering, why won't you text me back? Why? And the real reason, it's not anything personal. It's just because you no longer feel the impulse to text back, right? So before I go into what to do, just remember, put yourself in the shoes of somebody who has lost interest. It is very possible that he has lost interest and is not texting you back for that reason. So imagine yourself in his shoes. Imagine you've lost interest and just don't feel like responding anymore. Now, not saying that's even the case. There are many reasons why a guy will not text back. It's very possible that he is simply busy, hanging out with friends, doing something else, or he just sees no reason to text back. Now, that's where my strategy comes in. Here's how to make it more likely that he will reply. So don't be needy. Don't send him paragraphs. Do not do any of that. What you need to do is give him something to respond to that he enjoys talking about. In other words, what is this guy passionate about? Does he like technology? Does he like sports? Does he like books? Does he like plays? Is he a creative? Is he an actor? Is he a musician? Look at what he likes and ask him questions that are going to let him shine and are going to be catering to his interests. Am I saying to pretend to be interested in something? Not really. All I'm saying is to find something that he's interested in that you can also find common ground with and excitement with and kind of share that joy with him. For example, he likes the soccer team. Send him a text about his soccer team, the game, or if he likes a football team. Let's say he likes a certain band. You can send him some kind of tidbit about the band, ask him a question, ask him, a song recommendation. Let's say he's a wine connoisseur. Send him a text asking his opinion on XYZ wine, whether this one is better or that one. Ask his opinion, ask for his input in a place where he shines. And men love to shine. Men love to be the expert, if that makes any sense. The expert is a role that a man will feel comfortable in and he will feel good in. So if you give him text messages that he can actually provide value through, he will want to text you more. Men text back when they feel good when they text. People do things that they feel good doing. So giving him a text message where he can shine and where you post some kind of question or give him something to respond to will make him likely to respond because he feels good. And it's a really simple thing, but people don't often talk about it. It's considering your audience. You're texting somebody. It's a dynamic reaction between two people. It's not you talking to yourself. You're talking to somebody else. When you do something in life, you always have to remember who you're talking to and who the audience is in front of you. So approach your texting like that. Think about how he's going to feel. Not just what you want, but what he wants too. But always remember, don't just be fake. If you hate football, don't go looking up a football team and pretend to like it, because then you're just being fake and it's going to be really obvious, and he's going to see through that and see that you're not even really interested. Find some way to bridge the gap if you can, where he's interested and you're interested and that thing aligns. If you can find that sweet spot, you're going to end up having him want to text you more. Now, if you're in a relationship and he's not texting back, I would be more comfortable for many reasons in terms of why he's not responding, etc. If you're already in a relationship, he probably was texting you a lot in the beginning kind of to woo you, and now it's kind of a comfortable situation. He's already asked you out. So he's most likely still interested, again, unless he has disappeared and there are a lot of other things going on that show he's lost interest. But if it's only him not texting as much, it's probably because he was wooing you in the beginning. If you're not in a relationship, though, he's either lost interest or he just isn't seeing a need to respond. And that you can solve using the technique that I mentioned in this video. So I really think that you're going to have a lot more success if you use these tips. And also, I want to touch on a few topics when it comes to how to get a guy to text back, just to really make sure that you're good to go. Don't send him paragraphs of text ever. Never send him long accusatory messages, because men hate feeling pressured. You need to be a force of positivity in his life. Another thing, never send him a text message if you're going to have a meltdown if he doesn't reply. If your happiness and mood is going to be something that is sabotaged by him not responding, there is no reason to send a text. Banish the idea that he has to respond from your mind, because the vibe that you're giving off when you feel that burning desire and need for him to respond is going to come off as needy, and it'll make him not want to text back. So you're sabotaging yourself by having that vibe. Always remember that. And when it comes to sending him flirtatious texts, if you feel something flirtatious, why not say it? Men do like that if he's interested. If he's not, sending a flirtatious text is going to be pretty awkward and make him feel uncomfortable. It is very important to always be gradual when you're sending anything flirtatious. So keep all this in mind. And I want you to know that if he doesn't text you back, that's okay. There are so many other people out there and so many men who would like to naturally text you back. Texting is not the be-all, end-all of a relationship, though. Focus on the quality of time you spend with a man that you are wanting to text you back. Texting is not even a relationship. Think about it. And the quality of the time is so much more important. That is the dynamic. That is the experience that you have with him. So always keep that in mind, that texting is not the be-all, end-all. And you need to make sure to make your mood as good as possible in your text. So that is kind of the overarching theme to remember. Make the vibe of your text good. Be in a good mood. Be in a positive mood. Don't take out all your frustrations and your negativity in a text. Do not be angry, because he just won't respond. He'll ignore it. He'll say, okay, she's not a girl I want to respond to. He might label you as the crazy girl. And I don't want to offend anybody by saying that. I'm just being honest that men are very quick sometimes to call a woman crazy if they send novels of text. So don't be put in the category of the crazy girl, the obsessed girl. I know that you're not obsessed, but the constant texting will make men jump to the conclusion that you're obsessed. And that makes men feel like you are needy, and neediness is a huge turnoff. Therefore, keeping the vibe of your text good and positive and not needing him to respond is a very positive, winning mindset to always use. So if you like this video, you can read the full article. The link is in the description. And for more love advice, check out VixenDaily.com and the other videos on this channel. You can have the love life you really want and never have to be confused by men or relationships ever again. And if you do have any questions or comments, please post them to this video below here on YouTube. And have a great day, everyone.